Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy, here's the 33, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Shield. Last time, we beat all the gym leaders in the Pokemon Champions Cup. This time, we're going to be entering onto the field to battle the champion here in Winden City Stadium. And yeah, this is a very interesting part of the game because we have beaten everything that's been put in our path. This team that we've been using is very, very strong. I've been enjoying using this Ice Cube, who I'm actually gonna put into our little I'll put it into our actual overlay here for you guys because it's been in our team the past 2 episodes, or 3 episodes, and it's been an absolute monster. So we might as well give it its recognition and put it just on our overlay. We might as well. And I need to put it into a special folder that I've got created for all these. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna do this live for you guys because fuck it, I cannot be asked to edit it in. So there we go. Bish bash bosh. Vid. There we go. Ice Cube. Where is it? There he is. And he can sit. You can sit here. You can sit alongside our Gardevoir because that's where he is at the moment. He's in Gardevoir's slot. And it's time for us to battle Leon here in the Winden Stadium, and we take our steps back, turn around, wait, hold on, look at the monitor, who's that on the big screen? It's the gym logo, that's what's on the big screen, JK, and appearing on the big screen, what is it? It's the chairman. And he's bringing on the day, the darkest day, for some reason, and it's appearing in the middle of the stadium because obviously you can Gigantamax / Dynamax here, but he's annoyed at Leon because he didn't postpone the Champions fight to do this for some reason, and yeah. We now have to go stop the chairman. And he's trying to solve an issue for thousands of years into the future. For some reason, he's doing it right now. Anyway. Let us head out of here. We can go and see where we have to go. Because we have to go to Motorstoke. So we go to the Slumbering Woods, apparently. Yep. So that's where our mission is going to take us. And we're going to skip all the way down to that place. Because, you know, that's how this game works. And we see Sonia here in her new lab coat. Looking ever so beautiful. And she apparently forgot about our champion match. And our mum's here as well. And she's informing Sonia of what happened, like we weren't even there or anything. Yeah, it's boring, but we have to skip through this darkest day nonsense. But you know. And we're going to be searching for this Sword and Shield Pokemon. And she gives us some max revives for our battle against Leon. Because that's all they're going to be used for. So, we enter into this Slumbering Wood. And, you know, we get to go all the way through here. The very, very boring route of the Slumbering Wood that we started our adventure in. Nonetheless, and Leon had to save us. This time, there is no Leon to save us, so we're just going to be adventuring through here on our own. Now, we see the Pokemon here in this early part of the route is literally all Pokemon from Route 1. And the further we go in, the better the Pokemon become. As we get through the first area where we were stopped originally, we run into Galarian Weezings, Mooners, or Beetles, you name it, they're in here. And we immediately run into a Galarian Weezing. So, the issue here is I don't want to battle any of these, because it's a waste of time, honestly. So, we're going to go through here, past these Weezings. There's an Orb Beetle. Around here, grab this item, Mental Herb. It's a decent item. Accidentally run into this Galarian Weezing. One of my favourite Pokemon from Gen 1 Weezing. I do have a shiny on my Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu that I actually transferred over recently to this game because of thanks to Pokemon Home. There's also Corviknights in here, I forgot about them. Anyway, we'll make it through the route and meet up with Hop here at the top end. And yeah, the fog has gotten deeper and darker, and out come two Pokemon, Grimweald and Lolord, aka Zacian and Zamazenta. And the fog obscures our vision of them, and they've disappeared. So Sonia is questioning what you've done, and she doesn't even see him. Apparently, because of the way she walked, she didn't see him at all. You know, she didn't even see the fog thicken. Anyway, we're going to progress even further into the Slumbering Wood here, and you know, we'll see what's past the woods. And we arrive here in a cutscene. And apparently this is an area of legends. And we walk up here to this altar of the sorts and see on the ground there's a sword and a shield. What could they be? Anyway, the legends were apparently really true, so we come up here. And I guess we're gonna grab ourselves the shield. The rusted shield. It's apparently the one that the heroes used a long time ago. And he's gonna take the sword here. And yeah, that does mean that we have the two legendary relics. So we're gonna head off from here Hammerlock Stadium, so we can fly all the way there. It's Mostoke, there's Hammerlock. JK, we can't fly from here. Nice. That probably means that there's more cutscene as we leave this area. Now come back over this bridge. Sonia's no longer here. Wait, you can probably get there by talking to Hop. Actually, I'm gonna go talk to Hop. Let's see what he says. Because I think that's how we get out of here quickly. Yeah, this is probably the smarter option, to just talk to Hop. Yeah, I'm smart. So we're here in Hammerlock, and we get introduced to the cutscene. And Raihan's here as well. So we're going to enter into Hamlock Stadium and try and help Leon out. And let's see how this works out, because I'm intrigued. So we'll enter into Hamlock Stadium, and obviously that means that we have probably a big battle in here against probably the chairman. So in we come. And Elena's here. She's pacing around. And her Pokemon suddenly Dynamaxed and started running amok in the stadium. And apparently all the Pokemon around here are Dynamaxing, and she can't even get into where Mr. Rose is. And apparently the chairman has awoken a Pokemon known as Eternatus. And wow, let's go help Mr. Rose. So we come through here into the lab, and we walk into the energy plant, down the stairs, and lo and behold, here's Hop. And who else is here? It's the chairman. And apparently nothing can be done to stop the darkest day. He must provide Galar with a limitless amount of energy, and it's his duty to do so. He's apparently been giving Eternatus wishing stars to create this energy. So all along he was the bad guy. And it's time to battle this guy, Macrocosmos Rose. And look at his facial expression. He looks so happy to be battling us. Anyway, he starts off with his Scalvalier. Italian out for us. The bug steel type versus the water type, pure water. We can go for a Sucker Punch or a Snipe Shot. I think Snipe Shot probably is the better of the two options. We actually do a decent chunk of it. And I don't know why he's battling us, because he's already admitted that we're tougher than him. Probably because he wants to slow us down to stop us from stopping him. But down falls this Scalvalier for him, and we're now entering his second Pokemon, which is going to be his Ferrothorn. Yeah, you can start to see that Macrocosmos people use steel types, so we're going to send out Arcanine here. Big Arcs, going to do a lot of damage here for us, and hopefully, I do mean hopefully, beat the chairman down. Now Ferrothorn is his next Pokemon. Very, very strong. One of my faves from Gen 5, believe it or not. I love using this in teams. It's a massive wall, even if it has got the quad effectiveness or super effectiveness. What am I trying to say? It has a quad weakness to fire types because it is a steel grass type, but it's still strong if you don't come up against fire type. Anyway, Klinklang now, the electric steel type. Very, very strong Pokemon. This can do a lot of good as well as a lot of bad. Anyway, it is quite bulky. It is able to survive a Fire Fang. It also will Wild Charge, taking a bit of damage here as well. Not to bother though. We can just hit it with another Fire Fang and kill it off. And one thing to note is the chairman's Pokemon levels are actually really high for him. He's got a higher level Pokemon than most of the gym leaders that we've faced. Berserker now is his next Pokemon. And I forget what his last Pokemon is. Anyway, Berserker obviously is in this team because don't all bad guys just have a Persian? I mean, you think of Giovanni from the original Pokemon series. He has that Persian of his as his signature Pokemon. And yeah, Berserker makes a change to have a Galarian version of it. Kind of is quite unique and clever. And yeah, Arcanine levels up to 57 here. Ice-Q's also really close to leveling up, and that is his Gigantamax. It's his Copperajah. It's his Box Elephant. The weirdly shaped thing. And we're going to just Fire Fang it. Hopefully this does enough damage. And he's going big boy. You get to see the Gigantamax Copperajah form. And yeah, it's very cool looking. Obviously, I like the nose effect it's got. I just don't like the body. It's such a badly designed Pokemon, I guess you would say. And we're actually quicker than it. And we get a nice Fire Fang off. Sadly, we can't flinch it. And it's going to hit us with a Max Quake. That is going to do a lot of damage. The good thing is we can switch in quite a few other Pokemon as options. So, what are we going to send in? Ooh, I would say Inteleon. We might as well send Inteleon in for now. And just snipe shot it to see how much damage we can do. Because we're not going to Dynamax with Inteleon. It wouldn't make sense to because of how low health it is. Now Max Mindstorm is a very good move for it to have this Copperajah. Because it's Psychic. No one expects a Psychic move on a Steel type. So, I would send in Appleton. We'll send in Ice-Q, why not? And we could go Big Boy Ice-Q actually here. Set up the Hail. I'm expecting it to be quicker. Oh no, it isn't. We actually get the Hail off first. Meaning this thing's going to take chip damage and... oh no. He's using his G-Max Steel Surge. Look how big them spikes are. And it does 0 damage. Yes, baby. The Ice Face comes in clutch. And here's where it becomes painful for you, my friend. You no longer have Big Boy. And I can Aurora Veil quite freely now. Meaning, you're not going to affect me. And none of your moves going to hit me. So, Heavy Slam, yikes. That's going to probably kill. Oh well. We could send in whatever Aurora Veil is up for us. And that is good. It means that you're not going to be as strong. We could send in Appleton now. Could go Big Boy Appleton. But I don't see the point right now. So we'll go for the Apple Acid. I think this is a mistake, but yeah, it's not very effective. We'll lower its special defense. Heavy Slam shouldn't do too much against a very heavy Pokemon like Appleton. Indeed, I am right. Copperajah is still taking hail damage. We can Dragon Pulse it down. So down goes Copperajah. And that's us beating Chairman Rose. He has fallen to our phenomenal team here. And yeah. He smiles. And claps. And he'd apparently forgotten how good Pokemon battles were. Because, you know, he didn't face Leon to battle here. And yeah, he's happy that he did that battle. And apparently he's sad that he ruined everything. And he couldn't control Eternatus. And he's apparently rambling on. We don't care. Let's go up in the lift to go save Leon. Now, I do believe our Pokemon aren't healed. Nope. I don't think there is a way to heal them. Other than going out of here and healing him. So we'll do that. And we might as well give a little chat about this story. Because, you know, I have been very brief on what the story is as a whole. But, in a sense, we've essentially unraveled the mystery of the story. And what happens is the chairman endorses Bede. Because he knows Bede's quite strong and will do whatever he wants, essentially. And the chairman gets Elena to boss Bede around to collect wishing stars for him. And Bede does this in many ways. He battles trainers in the Galarian mines, taking their wishing pieces off them if they lose to him, essentially bullying trainers. He then takes, or is given, in the, I forget what town it is, it's where we battle Alistair. He gets given the chairman's copper jar from Elena or the chairman himself, and he then collects wishing pieces there. So what does the chairman do with them wishing pieces? Well, he turns them into this. He feeds it to this Eternatus, the legendary Pokemon. And Eternatus just cannot be controlled because it is a legendary Pokemon. And Chairman Rose isn't that good of a trainer, or doesn't have that ability to control this strong of a Pokemon. And yeah, right now we have Leon trying to subdue the Eternatus. And they haven't even worn down the Eternatus that much, as we'll see here, because he tries to capture it. So, Eternatus seems weak to Leon. Gives it a big yawn. Out comes the ball. We give a nice cheer. Hold back. One shake. Cover him up. He only gets one shake. The Pokeball explodes. And yeah. This is sort of putting over Eternatus as this very strong Pokemon that the champion cannot deal with. And we're dragged into a battle with Eternatus. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the battle of the century. It's our team versus this Eternatus. Now, Eternatus is level 60. Very, very strong Pokemon. We're going to start off with our Inteleon, like normal. And you can see the damage it does to a very close leveled Inteleon. Hopefully doing a lot of damage with this strike, even though it's not very effective, and that was a crit, ladies and gentlemen. Yikes. Go for a Sucker Punch. Get a bit of damage off here. We're slowly but surely chipping away at him. I knew this Dragon Pulse was coming out to kill us. Yep, down goes Inteleon. It's okay. We're doing fine. And Arcanine can come out now. And we've got options here. We can either play rough or we can go for the Fire Fang. Now, Intimidate, very useful here. It's not. It's a special attacker. So, play rough. Cross Poison obviously is going to come out. That does a lot of damage. Very crit heavy move. Play rough. We're absolutely going to chunk it a little. We can go for a Fire Fang if we need to. Hopefully get a burn onto this thing, because that will be quite useful in terms of chipping it away. It actually avoids our attack, okay. So, it's going to take us out of this turn. We might as well go for an extreme speed to actually get more damage. We'll amplify the amount of damage we do. It's annoying that we missed that Fire Fang, actually. So, we're down 2 Pokemon to this Eternatus. You can see how strong it is. Now, I would send an Ice Q and do some stall moves on it, but obviously that isn't the smartest option, because this thing can kill our Ice Q in one hit. It doesn't even have to proc Ice Face. Now, gonna go for the Psychic here from our Cursor. Cross Poison, that should do a chunk of damage to us. Yeah. Especially when it's a crit. That did a lot of damage. Good thing is, we've got weak armor. We should be quicker than it. Even if it is lowering our speed. I mean, lowering our defense. It doesn't matter. We kill off Eternatus with our Cursor. Yeah. Look how weak it is. Now's our chance to try and catch it. Oh wait, what is happening? It's flying into the air. Oh my days. Whoa. They went all out on the budget for these effects. And we look into the air. A portal has appeared. And what's coming out that portal? It's Eternatus. Eternatus has become big boy, and it's time for probably the best music in the game. It's Eternatus versus us and Hop. And you're probably wondering, well, what do we have to do here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the survival. We cannot hurt this thing. And we just have to survive. That's literally it. And Eternatus is storing energy. And you know, we're now just having cutscene played over and over and over. All he's doing is storing power, and timing with that music, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect. So the sword and the shield power up Zacian and Zamazenta, and it's time for us to get into this battle with Eternatus. And what better way to face it than in a raid battle? So Eternatus here is in its Gigantamax form, and we've got Zacian and Zamazenta stood right next to us. So what better way than to getting howled up here, boosting our attack against this Eternatus. And you can see that this battle is very, very explosive, and it's going to be Zamazenta is setting up the shields, Zacian is powering us up, and we're going to have some fun here against this max wind attack that you look at the amount of damage he's just done to it, it's double. It's huge. But yeah, this is one of my favourite songs in this game. That's playing right now. And double edge being used there. Yikes. So we might as well... No, I can't go for a sucker punch. That wouldn't work too well. But you know, we can go and watch this behemoth blade. The fishbone is out. And look at that strike. It chunks Eternatus's health. The health bar is just getting killed. And here comes the behemoth bash. Look at them moves. So explosive and cool looking. And Max Flare. That's going to hurt the doggos quite a lot. I kind of wish that I had Arcanine out on the field, because it would do so much more than what our... Yeah, I think I might switch out. Because we're doing literally no damage. Go to Cursor. Cursor can use Shadow Ball or Psychic and actually do some damage here for us. That being said, Zacian and Zamazenta are doing enough damage for us to just kill it off quick. Like, it's already down to half HP. Like, you just hear the dogs howling in this song. That is so good. Anyway, double falls for Hop, and we're now having to use our psychic attack here, and just watch the damage come in for us. Even if Behemoth Blade is going to be quicker and going to do a lot of damage for our Zacian. And the Behemoth Bash as well is following it up. Oh lordy. They're just using their attacks in quick succession. And yeah, that does so much damage that this Eternatus is probably going to die soon. And it is going to lower the stats on the field, which is fine. Max Wind can come out. That is going to chunk out a Castle quite a lot actually. And it lowers our attack. Now Psychic, we've now got a move that does a lot of damage to Eternatus, and Snorlax is doing a chunk as well. And this should be the last turn of the battle, if he didn't go for Howl. Kind of hope that the Zamazenta actually went for attack here, because that would mean it is the end of Eternatus, and it is. Oh, it's going to lower his stats again and go for another attack. Max Wind. So, wow, Cursor dies. It's only fitting that Hop gets the final attack then. Please don't do Body Slam. It's just irony if he goes for a Body Slam. No, he goes high horsepower. And, wow, we actually... Arcanine, just use extreme speed. Let's just end it that way. Just end it in the most boring way possible. Down goes Eternatus. And now it's our time to catch Eternatus. Now here's the thing, you cannot not capture it. So choose your ball carefully. And I like having my legendaries and Pokeballs because it's just a plain ball. And if there's an opportunity to do it, you might as well. But yeah, this is us catching Eternatus. And we get a cool animation for it as well. One shake, two shakes, three shakes. Into the ball you go, Eternatus. Ding! As the rock falls behind. We have an Eternatus now. Which is kind of cool. And Zacian and Zamazenta are stood next to us, and a Howl. They essentially just jump all the way back to where they were resting in the Slumbering Wood. Well, we're back here in Winden, and how long is this episode? 36 minutes. 3 days past. I think it's time we end this one off here. For you guys, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here, or if you want to. I will see you guys later.